Welcome, my alumni friends. My name is Jim Wright, the Director of Alumni Services. And yes, we're back for another Facebook Live. We're going to continue to be doing this every Friday. Maybe you never know where the location may be, but we're going to break it up, especially as we kind of work towards into the spring. Remember that we are doing everything in our power to stay with giving you a little bit of hope with our recovery themes. We think that is so important to know a little bit about what you're doing in your own recovery. So this is the big part. We just want you to be part of this. Boy, oh boy, I met Lucy Smith about a year ago. And if everybody remembers about a year ago, this thing called COVID-19 pandemic. Yes. Well, I remember meeting her for the first time and I was just really impressed. And she says, I'm an alum. I said, you are? She said, yep, from Aurora. And I thought, wow, this is interesting. And she says, I run if every time Lucy and I talk about how many meetings she's either volunteered for or has recruited volunteers to do 12-step, AA and other types of groups throughout her time. It was amazing. So guess what? Wouldn't she be the right candidate to be hired as our alumni coordinator? So she represents a lot of alumni through Aurora Outpatient, Joliet, Skokie that we opened last fall last year. And guess what? We just opened Downers Grove Outpatient yesterday. So we have a lot, and she has a lot on her plate to get to. But one of the things that is important to us is that Lucy is going to be with us today. I just want to read just a little bit before I welcome her bio, and I love this. And Lucy says, Gateway saved her life. And anybody in treatment knows that. And because of her duties and what she does to share with all the groups she's part of, we're just, again, so grateful for her hard work, her follow-up, and being able to, like we said earlier, just give you a little bit of hope about recovery, because it's okay. So anyway, we'd like to welcome Lucy.
Hi there. My name is Lucy Smith, and I am an alumni of Gateway, and I'm also blessed to have taken a position here with Gateway Aurora a year ago on February 24th of 2020 as Alumni Coordinator. I'm just here to share with everyone that recovery is acceptable. It's there. But I'll tell you in the beginning, I'm coming up on a 10-year in May, but I found Gateway in July of 2011. I came to Gateway through drug court. At that point, I was broken and I had used for 35 years. What I want to stress to everyone is that you need to just reach out. You need to ask for help. You need to let them know that you're not okay, and it's okay. Especially with COVID right now, I know the depression and being on screens and not in person. Meetings are opening. Wear a mask, stay safe, stay 6 feet apart. Gateway's here to help you. For me, when I came in, I was broken and I didn't know what to do. And I used to say I was a mouse, and I'm no longer a mouse.
That's good.
But you know what it brought back to me is it gave me I found my soul, and Gateway helped me to do that. And I found relationships, and the people that love me are back and part of my life today. They're there to support me, but it's asking, it's opening your voice and telling you I need help, surrendering. When you're not okay, it's okay to say I need help. I just can't say how much I'm so grateful to Gateway. I was volunteering here for Gateway for about 8 years. I was coordinating 54 meetings a month to our inpatient side. The 12-step facilities that are around here, we were in partnership with Gateway, working with, like Jim said, I was with Joliet, and now we've opened Skokie about 8 months ago, and Downers Grove. I'm very excited for that. Gateway is here to help people at all different levels: depression, mental illness, substance abuse. It's just a matter of picking up the phone. For all the ones that have met me or don't know me yet, my phone's on 24 hours. Call, get help, stay connected. Remember, you matter. No matter, I will say one thing is, addiction, is cunning and baffling, and it doesn't define who we are today. We made bad choices. We're not bad people. Please remember that. No matter what you've done, it is yesterday and today's a new day. So stay positive, stay focused, connect, call that 24-hour helpline, call somebody. Just know that we're here for you. We're here for you, and several facilities. So grateful to meet Jim. We met once, and we're planning again.
No. Remember, we were at the Aurora Walk.
That's right. We did. We have an event. Yeah. We're going to have more.
We stayed hold on. We stayed at a distance. Remember?
That's right. We do have an event coming up here in March, and it's corned beef and cabbage. We have a new facility we're meeting at. It is social distancing. It's about a 4,000 square foot building, so we have plenty of room. And please come out, be a part of, get connected. Just do what you need to do today, even when it's hard. So
hey, give us a little voice, giving a voice to the voiceless. And it doesn't seem as complicated, but I was thinking about, and by the way, anybody that's on our broadcast, please comment, please ask us questions as we go forward. There's a lot of resources here between the two of us to share a little bit about what you may want, but give us giving a voice to the voiceless. This is Women's History Month, and what kind of voice do you have sober?
So being sober today, and I'll tell you, I'm a mom, I'm a sister, I'm an aunt, I'm a friend, I'm accountable, and I've always had that, but I felt like I didn't have. When I was in my addiction, I was broken, and what we got to remember is, we're not alone. We're not alone, and I learned that the hard way, and it's just, no matter who you need to reach out to, become vulnerable, become humble, and just say, I need help. I will tell you, no one is here to judge you. That's in our head. That was in my head. Addiction is a thinking disorder. It's not just the drink or the drug. It's what we think in our heads, and we tend to think lower of ourselves when that's not the case. If you're a mom, I am a single mom. I have 4 children. Yeah, what a blessing.
Is that good? Is that good or bad?
But recovery's given me that opportunity again. I didn't think I was a good mom, and I had all these bad thoughts. And what you got to remember is that is our disease. That is this disease speaking to us, trying to take us down. Don't allow it. Don't allow the crazy thinking to be in your head and to win. COVID doesn't win. We just make adjustments. We can recover one day at a time, 1 minute at a time, 1 hour at a time, but we recover together. Especially for women that are out there, and there's a lot of resources. Even in recovery with your children, there's facilities to help you. Don't be afraid. Don't let fear take away your opportunity to be okay today, because that is a number one. I think that's number one in anyone's situation, no matter what it is. Depression, mental health, drug abuse, alcoholism, whatever it is, fear. Fear loves to take us, and reach out.
That's an interesting, when you think about the fear of it, in your own recovery, with what you shared a little bit more about, about your story, and that was a little bit of hardship, right?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. It was.
So when your voice, when you were sober, say your first 90 days, what was really the hardest thing that you could remember to help relate to our alumni about what took place in that first 90 days?
So the first, my biggest thing was low self-esteem, that I didn't feel I deserved to be a mom, and what I learned, and when I started listening instead of listening to myself, was my kids just wanted their mom. They just wanted their mom to be there and to get well. It didn't matter what I did. You know what? And it was that surrendering and walking into Gateway and walking into 12-step meetings and not knowing people and that low self-esteem, you know. That's what this is about. When you get to Gateway, you get to come here and you get to find out from the inside out. You get to grow and you get to, oh my God, blossom like a flower, you know, because they're here to care. Gateway is number one for caring and genuine. You know, my counselor from 10 years ago is down the hallway. She's the one that
Oh, really?
Piece of hope, you know, and that's what it is, though, is their family. Yeah. You know, Gateway is a family now, and they care about people. We're not blood family, but we have this connection now. And you're always welcome to call or email or reach out to the helpline or several facilities, not just the 4 that I'm an alumni coordinator, but we have facilities all over Illinois. I couldn't even name them all, so I won't even try because I'll leave someone out.
They're just, you know, that again, we are really, I think, well positioned throughout the state with our residential and our outpatient, and it's an incredible thing to see your hard work. You're such an advocate for putting your recovery first. So that then we're able to stay professional and also work our own recoveries. I think people need to understand that sometimes, right? So as a professional for Gateway, can you share probably one of your, maybe an alum milestone that you have come across just recently, maybe over this last month? Anybody that sticks out that you'd like to share?
A couple of people I've talked to, and they got back in, you know, and they reached out and they are back at Gateway and they picked up the phone and they took that opportunity to get back in. You know, one of them is an inpatient and they're doing really fantastic and they're connected again. And it's our journey. That's what, you know, and they were defeated when they came in and felt like, oh, I relapsed again. And what I tell everyone is this is our journey, and relapse is not have to be a part of our recovery, but it can be. And you know what? Just keep coming back. Do not allow the disease to win. You know, no matter what it is or what's going on, stay connected. You know, it's just answering that phone. You know, answering our phone when we call, when your counselors call, or I call, or Jim calls. You know, there's a unwritten rule of no blocking alumni.
Well, yeah, exactly. Because you're a bridge. You're an extension of people that are leaving services, right? And hopefully, they're coming from residential to IOP or outpatient services, aftercare, different things like that. So I was just thinking, because I know you and I have the 12-step, you know, underlinement of our own recoveries. What do you see happening in the outside groups right now? What's happening? Are they isolated? Are they feeling okay? Are they in pain? Are they happy? I'm just curious. You know, what do you think?
So for me, the 12-step, I am part of the Fox Valley Fellowship Center here in Aurora. We are now taking on a new facility next door, which is going to expand it. We are seeing more meetings coming back. We're opening up more, but people are wearing masks and we're still distancing 6 feet, you know, and that is part of it, is being safe, but knowing that I can't stay sober today by isolating in my house. You know, by staying in 4 walls is going to bring me back to my negativity, in my opinion. You know, I got to pick up that phone and dial it, but to get outside and go and look at someone in the eyes makes a huge difference for me.
Yeah, it does.
Compared to looking through a screen, you know, because it's like, oh, I can hide behind the screen and tell you everything's great and I'm broken. You know, and with you, if you have 1 hour, 1 day, 1 week, several years, we all have today. We all have today, and I will say, if you can get out of your house and wear the mask and get the vaccine, and allow yourself to grow, and just get healthy. You know, it's there. It's within reach. You know, and it's just taking simple suggestions. Simple suggestions back to the beginning. We don't have to agree with them, but it works.
Yeah, I've got a Monica Schmidt, by the way, says hello. And then we have Jessica Spiden, if I pronounced that correctly. As a recovering heroin addict with 9 years sober on November, I have to say I did two 90-day treatments at Gateway Aurora and Gateway Lake Villa. I love them. Thank you, Jessica.
Yeah, I have to say, I'm partial to Gateway. Gateway, they saved my life. They saved my life, and they continued to. And the service work. If anyone has 6 months or more and you completed a level of care, come back, give back service work.
Yep.
Come back in and talk to clients. Let them know, how real this is, and that recovery is there. It's just work, and that's what it comes down to. It's just work.
Yeah, I kind of think about all my women friends in recovery, and I always had a couple ladies down in southern Louisiana that said, Jim, we're all broken, but there is an ongoing awakening that happens. And I was so grateful for that insight, because there are times, right, we just don't simply feel good about things in general. So I had a lot of friends like that in my home group that simply just said, hey, things aren't so bad. Why don't you just, it's an ongoing process, and that really helped me. So you probably feel the same way, right?
I do. So, in the beginning, like I said, I was broken and I was a mouse and I just cried. People would say hi to me and I'd cry, and they'd ask, can you read this? And I'd cry. You know what? And what it was I was healing. It's when you start feeling, and, for any women, hold your head high. This is a disease. This is a disease that's cunning and baffling, and
Right.
we have to get to that solution. But it takes time. And it takes time, and it takes surrender, and it takes humility. But it's there. And I will tell you, sitting here today, 10 years ago, did I think I'd be working for Gateway? Yeah. Oh my God, no. And when they offered me, it took me 4 weeks to say yes. And my kids are like, Mom, you love this, and that is the whole thing, though. I do love recovery, and I'm very passionate, and I get 12 Step is anonymous. I am not anonymous. I'm very proud of who I am today. I'm not proud of my actions, but I'm not ashamed. So you know what, no matter what your past was, today's the present, and hold your head high. Don't allow someone else to take away your goodness. Because we all have, we're all good people. We just make bad choices.
So what's Monica say? Monica Schmidt said, it's definitely an ongoing process. I'm broken, but still working on it, and will continue to, all because of Gateway. Thank you, Monica. It's very rewarding to have our alums share about their experience and how they're living today, especially having a voice sober. I do believe that, that sometimes, trying to stay in a relationship sometimes is not easy.
Relationships shouldn't be started either in the beginning. I've learned that. It's building, though, and it's getting back the trust, but it's finding yourself. Find out that good inside yourself so it comes on the outside. For anyone that is struggling, though, I want to say, dial that hotline number down there. Call in. Doesn't hurt. Even maybe coming back and doing outpatient classes, or just some counseling through Gateway. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. I love that I get to attend groups and remind me that I have today, right now, this moment, hopefully the next 24 hours, I can have tomorrow. But it's again, just opening your voice and saying, I need help. And that's vulnerable. Oh my God, that's such a relief when you actually say the words, I need help. You're amazed at what can help you and how much better you feel, and how great life can become.
Well, I agree, because now that I'm, with the pandemic and coming back onto campus with all the different locations we have throughout the state, It's so incredible to, matter of fact, I think that when we were together, if you believe this, a year and a couple times since then. But the thing is that just watching our counselors, watching our supervisors manage their counselors, how your role as an alumni coordinator is so key. And it is for all the locations that you represent. And obviously, we're going to continue to do and come back to some sense of normal, face to face, right? Virtual is important to us and those type of meetings, but it is happening. It is really starting to come around. So, just like Lucy said, boy, if you need help, call us. We're there. We want to help. We want to. As I've been taught early in my own recovery, was that it's life and death here. Mm-hmm. So to take it seriously, know that you can get help. So Lucy, anything else you'd like to share before, unless I don't see any other comments or questions, but anything else you'd like to share?
Keep connected, stay connected, get to a meeting, dial the phone, dial Gateway, dial me, look me up. I'm under Lucy Smith. You'll find me. Like I said, I'm not anonymous. I'm here to help anyone, meet you, talk to you, guide you. Just know you matter. Hold your head high no matter where you're at, what you're doing. Hold your head high, know you matter. And this is a we program, not an I. We. I is addiction and we is recovery.
That's great. Jessica has another. Let's see. I personally love dealing with staff who had their own past to share. Thank you, Lucy. I would love to get involved somehow. Oh, we'll definitely take care of that for you. My favorite part of Gateway Aurora was class learning directory from the DSM book. Anyone struggling, please call.
Thank you, Jessica. And yeah, I will reach out to you. I already wrote down your name.
Yeah, get ready. Let's see. You got a meeting tonight, don't you?
We do. Yeah.
All right. Well, good. Let's see if we have any more comments. We'll come on. But I wanted to share that our Gateway app, gatewayfoundationapp.org. My goodness, please download this. It's free to you. You can easily do it through Google Play or Apple. We have a number of people that are choosing to post and talk to each other, especially the teams and groups that got to know each other in treatment. And in addition to that, we're going to continue with that. There's books, there's videos, there's postings, there's so much interaction. It's something I think it's the 21st century, right? Speaking to each other digitally. So great. Thank you very much, Lucy. And also next week, Never Green with Envy. Guess what's coming up? St. Pat's, as Lucy talked a little bit about what's going to happen with her groups for St. Patrick's meal. But, we're going to continue every week on Friday. And we're not sure where we're going to be next week, but that's probably good for us. So we'll figure it out as we go. As we said, Downers Grove just opened up yesterday. It's going to be a wonderful outpatient program. So if you need information for that, please call us. Otherwise, anything else, Luce?
No, I'm good. Thank you for having me. And remember, we're not alone. We're not alone.
Not alone. And everybody enjoy a warmer weekend.
Hopefully.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for coming on, Lucy. And we'll see you next week.
Thank you.